We're talking about how to activate the sixth sense. The sixth sense, what is it? It's the guidance you receive from above. Everybody has it, but not everybody uses it. And you have your spiritual team that's always with you. It's guiding you. It's your angels. It's your guides, your spirit guides, your runners. Yeah, from that, like, they're always here to help you. You're having multiple members of your team. Some of you have unicorn, like most of you have unicorns. And we just don't know about them. The unicorns, they protect the soul, your heart. And tonight we're going to do this introduction, how we can hear those messages. So just let me get a sense. Who of you have used their sixth sense and how has it helped you so far? Nobody has used their sixth sense so far? Just type in your chat. How has it helped you with your sixth sense? And how many of your current decisions that you make are influenced or guided by your sixth sense? Is it maybe 10% or 20 or 30 or maybe even more? So Sam, yet I get a gut feeling sometimes, quite often actually. Okay, so what do you do with that gut feeling? Do you trust it and do you follow it or do you actually disregard it? I get goosebumps. Very good, Nancy. That's actually a confirmation. When you do something or feel something and you get goosebumps, it's kind of a confirmation from your spiritual team that it's correct. So we've got Farah. I try to use my sixth sense, but sometimes it leads me astray or gives me different answers to the same issue. I have a hard time trusting my sixth sense. So Farah, what I see with you when I scan into your energy, there's an underlying fear there. What happens if my sixth sense is not right? What happens if this is wrong? And what can happen there is that the fear energy comes up, and therefore the clarity, how clear the messages come through from your spiritual team gets a bit foggy. Therefore, this fear energy mingles with it, and then the head comes in, and then multiple options come up that could be. And therefore, there's doubt coming in. But I say tonight is all about, we're going to clear limiting beliefs around the sixth sense. We're going to activate your sixth sense. And we're going to receive this guidance from your spiritual team on some answers you want to know or some questions you have. Marcel, help me with more accidents. So have your angels and your guides helped you whilst you were in accidents, I believe. Yeah, they're very, very strong by you. I sense that in your energy. Thomas, me seeing more clearly the outcome of the decisions. Very good. Yeah. Melanie, receive messages from my mom, for example. Yeah, definitely. Katja, get messages quite often, but normally need confirmation that it's true. Although 99% of the time it's correct, but still hard to believe. Exactly. Yeah, Katja, what I see with you is you actually get very, very clear messages, but it's this distrust, this disbelief that just this idea or this thought or just this thing that comes up, this feeling, it isn't enough. And you're like, if this is really true, it needs to be proven to me. And it's about, okay, then it will show up a second or a third time. But when you actually start trusting it more, just one time that sense or that feeling will be enough. Yeah. And Tatiana, yes, I've been trained with third eye, pituitary and yoga, and I learned to listen better when I stop everything in stillness and silence. Exactly. Very good. So one way to receive better messages is when we calm our mind, have stillness and silence. Now, what I like to train you and teach you, and what you're going to focus on today is, yes, we're going to use that stillness and silence, but over time, when you practice this more and more and more, you don't need to sit in stillness and silence anymore, because your sixth sense can be active all the time, whenever you want it, without getting overactive. Really important, because otherwise you start picking up energies from other people and it can really distract. But it's good to have this active constantly. So if you're outside or if you're somewhere in a crowd and you need to make a decision, you know what that voice is that's guiding you. Okay, so most of you are very intuitive and you're hearing the messages. They come through a feeling or a vibe, or you might have some thoughts, new ideas, creativity popping up. And even though you hear them, you go, that's not possible. And you disregard it. Or, how would that work? I'm not so sure. And it goes that way. And you constantly get these messages. They're guiding you. Your spiritual team is there, telling you, guiding you, letting you feel it, give those vibes and those thoughts. And then we disregard them. And then we say, no, my sixth sense doesn't work. My intuition is not so strong. And this is what we're going to play with, because we do receive them. It's about having this trust that that it's really working. What's going to happen when you really trust your feelings? What's going to happen when you trust the thoughts? Not the over-analyzing in the mind. The first thought that comes up after you ask a question or need to make a decision. And that's really important. And when you start listening to that muscle and start strengthening that muscle, you will become really good at this, and it will really ease things into your life. So what's really important is a lot of the times we focus on the how. So we get this vibe, or we get this thought or this new idea, and in our mind directly comes in, how? How would this happen? How is this possible? And if you can't see the how, you disregard it. And sometimes you regret it later, or often you do. Now I want to talk for a minute or two about the difference between five sense people and sixth sense people, and what the difference is and how that can really help us or bring a bit of awareness in. So for example, five sense people, they want to have all their ducks in a row before they're able to enjoy life. They can, you can easily wait pretty much your entire lifetime before all your problems are fixed or all your ducks are in a row. Therefore, there are very few people who actually thoroughly enjoy life. Now, a sixth sense person, they don't wait until all the problems are resolved. What they focus on is to discover and understand what feeds their heart, what feeds their spirit, how to give it, what they need, and then give it to themselves. They determine, this is what really makes me love, or this is what I really enjoy. And then they start going for that. They give that to themselves so they can enjoy life straight away instead of having to wait and postpone. For example, this is just a little example that I've come across a few times. These are people that are working. And they have these big dreams of traveling. They love traveling. And they're like, we travel 2 weeks a year, and when we are retired, then we will do our big trip. And that might be 10, 20, 30 years from now. Even though the traveling fills them up, gives them this good energy, and really allows their heart chakra to open. Difference between a fifth sense person and a sixth sense person. Another example, a fifth sense person will always look for the how. How is this done? I've got this idea. How do I do this? Whilst the sixth sense person knows they're not responsible for the how. It's the divine who's responsible for the how. I just need to know the outcome of where I want to be, need to have clarity on that result, and then manifest that into your life. And then the how is for the universe to unfold that for you. Another example, a fifth sense person wants to control a situation. They have stress, for example, when they lose control. Now, a sixth sense person is much more into trust. They know there's a higher power and that this higher power is guiding them. and they know about letting go, and whatever comes up will be resolved. And they leave the divine to resolve it for them instead of having to have control. Now, a fifth sense person, they want to plan things. They plan it out. As soon as the planning is done, it's fixed. That's it. That's how it's going to go for the next week. Now, the sixth sense person is always flexible. Even though there is a planning, there is always a flexibility for change. So even if their last moment, their vibes tell something different, they will go with that. Fifth sense people might only take action when it makes sense. Sixth sense people follow their instincts, even if it doesn't make sense. For example, this is really a beautiful story that I recently read. It was about a lady and she was going to pick up her children from school. So she stepped into the car, and instead of driving the way to school, she had this message: go left instead of right. Go this way, go that way. And then she stopped in front of the traffic lights and she saw a little toddler crossing the road without a parent. So she stepped out of the car, she grabbed the kid and she looked around. Then when she walked a little bit, she saw a house with the front door open. What turned out is the parents weren't home. There was a babysitter, and the babysitter didn't realize that the child woke up, opened the front door and walked out onto the street. Now, this is what you can contribute when your sixth sense is active. Because when your sixth sense is active, your spiritual team knows that they are guiding you, but also that they can use you sometimes for a good deed to help others. And that's what we are here to do, because at the end of the day, we're not only here for ourselves, we're here for ourselves and to contribute to the world, to make the world a better place. So now you have a good idea about the difference between a fifth sense person and a sixth sense person. And what we're going to do is we're going to clear some limiting beliefs that could block your sixth sense. So there might be some, like we have beliefs in our conscious mind and we have beliefs in our subconscious mind. And most of our decisions we are making, about 90%, is actually influenced by our subconscious mind. And therefore, it's really important that we identify what beliefs we have in our subconscious mind, if they are limiting us, that we can change them so that they start empowering us. Now, the technique we will use for that is the Theta healing technique. It's a super powerful technique. It's incredible. Most of you who are here tonight are already familiar with Theta healing or are doing Theta healing, but there are a couple of people who are not. So what I will do is I'm going to explain the muscle testing. We're going to test 6 beliefs that could block your sixth sense. And then we're going to do a meditation to clear those. Thereafter, we're going to actually use your sixth sense to get some questions answered that you would like an answer of. Does this sound good? Okay. So what we will do is we're going to stand up and I'm going to explain you how to muscle test. I'm going to move this chair on the side. So the first thing to do, let's move this up. The first thing you're going to do is actually zip your energetic field. So you're going to go from your base chakra all the way to the top, to your head. And then what we're going to do is we're going to calibrate our body. So you're going to move forward a little bit and you're going to say, this is my yes. Go back to the middle and then you move backwards a little bit and say, this is my no. And you move back to the middle. So I invite you all to do the same so that we can energy test. After you've done that, you're just going to close your eyes and say yes, 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 and you allow your body to move. You will see it goes forward. And then you say no, 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 and you will see it goes backwards. Now, if you don't test properly, please put it in the chat. It's important because we will get you testing properly easily. Often it's because you're dehydrated, or you might have a reverse polarity. Now, if that's the case, it's easily solvable. So after you've tested your yeses and your nos, you know you're testing accurately. So if I say yes, my body moves forward automatically. If I say no, My body moves backwards automatically. Then we're going to test the beliefs. So all of you stand up because I would like all of you to test your beliefs around your six senses. Okay, the first one is, on all levels, I know what my sixth sense is. Okay, if that is a yes, it's perfect. If that is a no, you just write down number 1. The second one is, on all levels, I know what my sixth sense feels like. Now, I'm going to say it as well. What you need to do is you say it out loud again when you want to test it yourself. So on all levels, I know what my sixth sense feels like. Now I know that, so my body moves forward. Then the third one is, on all levels, it's safe for me to use my sixth sense. Good. Is there anybody who is not testing correctly or has challenges with muscle testing? If that's the case, then let me know. The most important thing is, if you're not testing correctly, is to drink water. Now, if you're going forwards, if you say no and you go forwards, and you say yes when you go backwards, you need to go like this above your head to reverse the reverse polarity. So number 4, on all levels, I'm ready to use my sixth sense in my daily life. Good. Number 5, on any level, my sixth sense is dangerous. Now, if this is a yes, it's really important. So you need to then write down number 5. On any level, my sixth sense is dangerous. And then the last one, number 6, on any level, I will be killed for using my sixth sense. So those are the 6 beliefs. Now, to resolve this, we're going to do a meditation. Okay, Farah, very good. Now, what you want to test, Farah, I think you are a Theta healer. Oh, good. So if you're a Theta healer, ask the creator, what do I need to work on? What is blocking me to use my sixth sense in my daily life? Or what do I need to shift energetically to activate my sixth sense even more? And you test that. And then you test it after the meditation. So the second is a no. Very good. Yeah, so we will clear that. So anybody who has something that needs to be shifted, we're going to do a meditation all together. And we're going to clear these things. So they reverse. So the first one, the first 4 will become a yes. And the second, the 5th and the 6th will become a no. Good. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the Theta healing technique for this meditation. And I'm going to guide you up all together. And then I'm going to how to clear that. So we're going to do that all together now. And I'm going to guide you through this. So what we will do is we connect to the divine energy. We use the Theta healing technique, which guides us to the Theta brainwave. Now, the Theta healing technique, this session tonight is not about the Theta healing technique. But if you'd like to know more about the Theta healing technique, have a look on my website. And I'm also giving a basic course next week, on the 25th to the 27th of March. It's extremely powerful, this technique. It's changed my life, and probably for about 90% of the people that's on the call tonight as well. It's a really, really great modality that will allow you to clear a lot of the blocks, that anger, fear, anxiety, trauma from the subconscious mind. So we're going to go up, connect to the divine energy. And through that, I'm going to ask to download you energetically a few beliefs and to release some of the beliefs that might be holding you back, so we can shift that energy. And what I need you to do is, if these things sound good for you, to say yes. Because then I get your permission so that the divine can change that for you. Without your permission, nothing gets changed. So this is what we are doing. If you have any questions about it, pop it in the chat. Let me have a quick look on the chat. How to clear it? Okay, on all levels, I trust myself is a no. Very interesting, Farah. So we will also include that in the meditation. So at the end, you will see that that will be shifted. Theta healing rocks. Yeah, Katja, definitely does. Okay, let's get this started then. So I invite you to close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths. Now, this works for anybody who's watching live, but also for the people who are watching the replay. Now, every time you breathe in positivity and healing energy and relaxation. And every time you breathe out, you let go of stress, negativity, and fear. Good, good. Okay, now focus your energy on the soles of your feet and draw energy from the air through the soles of your feet all the way to the top of your head. It goes through your legs, it goes through your hips, it goes through your upper body from your spine to the top of your head, opening all your chakras exactly to the right amount for you. And then once it arrived at the top of your head, you're going to visualize a beautiful ball of light above your head. And this energy goes into this ball of light. And then this ball of light is going to go up high into the sky. It's going to go up into the universe, past the stars. It's going even higher past the universe. And then it enters layers and layers of light. Many bright lights, a few darker lights, and many more bright lights. And then it goes through a golden light. And this golden light is where the angels reside, where the ascended masters are coming from. Beautiful. So you go through this golden light. It's the home of your soul. Then you're going even higher. And then you see a jelly-like substance, which has all the colors of the rainbow. You go through the jelly-like substance. These are the laws of the universe that keep the universe in harmony. Then you go higher and higher, and then you see an iridescent white light. And you head for the sparkling iridescent white light. You go deep in there. And this is the energy of the creator of all that is. It's the divine energy. It's connected to everything and everyone. And through this energy, we can very easily access our subconscious and change limiting beliefs into empowering beliefs. Through this energy, we can very easily manifest as well. And a lot of other amazing things. So let's have a look. Do I have your permission to scan you to see what you guys need? Yeah. So first, what we're going to do is send lots of unconditional love and healing energy in every person's body. And if you have your permission, just say yes. Also, when you watch the replay and you receive this. Beautiful. Very good. Now, can the divine energy show you what your sixth sense actually feels like from the divine's perspective? How to use your sixth sense in your daily life? Yeah, what it is, the highest definition of your sixth sense. When you like that, then just say yes. Now, some of you will feel a lot of energy shifting. Others of you might feel nothing, and that's completely okay. Because depending on how sensitive we are, we can feel those energies, and it's something you can train. It doesn't mean nothing is happening, because still things will be energetically shifting for you. Good, beautiful. There's a lot of light energy coming in. Okay, can we release any vows, oaths, and energetic contracts that stop you from using your sixth sense? Any vows, oaths, and energetic contracts that whereby you believe you will be killed when you use your sixth sense or your intuition or your gut feeling? When you're okay with that, then just say yes, and we will replace it with the belief that it's safe to use your sixth sense, that you are always safe when you're guided by the Creator, guided by the divine energy. So we allow now the divine to complete any vows, oaths, and energetic contracts and release them for you, and replace them with this beautiful energy that it's safe, that you know how to use to, and that you still stay alive without punishment when you use your sixth sense. And that's okay, just say yes. Good. Beautiful. Okay, so can the Creator show you that you're allowed to have fun in life? What it feels like from the divine's perspective to have fun. How to have fun. How to live your daily life having fun. And that it's safe to trust yourself. What it feels like to trust yourself from the divine perspective, and how to live your daily life trusting yourself. Also, when you use your sixth sense, when you follow your sixth sense, and when you trust your sixth sense, when you like that, just say yes. Can we release the belief that life gets stressful when you trust your sixth sense? Can we release the belief that other people will be jealous of your sixth sense? That you might be harmed, or that you will be harmed when you use your sixth sense and when you trust that? Can we release all of that and show you the gift of the sixth sense and how to stay safe when you use your sixth sense? And how you're always divinely protected, and what that feels like. Also, when you use your sixth sense. When you like that, just say yes. Okay, can we also release the belief that you will be betrayed by your sixth sense? That the sixth sense is a betrayal? Yeah, and release any vows, energetic contracts related to that. And then we're going to replace it for, let me have a look what the Creator is guiding me. How to live a life without betrayal. Can the Creator show you how to increase your vibration energetically so you move beyond the energy of betrayal and go into the energy of trust and unconditional love and serving without suffering? Can the Creator show you what it feels like to serve without suffering? When you like all these things, just say yes. Can the Creator of all that is show you that you're ready to use your sixth sense? That you can use your sixth sense, that you're ready to use your sixth sense in your daily life? Can the Creator show you what it feels like, what it contributes to your life? How everything's get easier, Can the divine show you that you're allowed to make decisions easily and effortlessly? And that this goes open now. And what it feels like to be confident in your decision making without doubt. When you like that, just say yes. Good, very beautiful. Okay, so what we will do now is I want you to see yourself in this sparkling white light. And you rinse yourself off and give yourself a nice sparkling shower. Good, and then you can open your eyes. And what we will do is an energy break to make sure we close our own energetic field and we break off from the energy that might have come into our field. So the way we do that is you have your right hand goes with the thumb down in front of you. Your left hand goes with the thumb up in front of you. You rub the two together. Your left hand goes in front and your right hand comes towards you. So you create a gap of the energy that's from somebody else and the energy that's from you. And then you just zip up again. Good. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Lola, I just read your message. If you listen to your sixth sense, if you want to spend the evening with the people that are there, do that. There's a replay that you can watch. So what we're going to do now is we're going to test our beliefs again to see how they have changed in our subconscious. So the muscle testing that we use is actually we are testing what beliefs we're holding in our subconscious. So we're going to all stand up again. And we're going to test the 6 beliefs that I put into the chat earlier and that we tested at the start. Zip up your energetic field. And you're going to test first your yeses and your nos again. So yes, yes, yes. I'm going forward. That's correct. No, no, no. Going backwards. That's correct. So my answer yes is forward. My answer no is backwards. Then I'm going to say on all levels, I know what my sixth sense is. Everybody needs to repeat it out loud themselves. So on all levels, I know what my sixth sense is. Very good. That's going forward. So that's correct. Belief 2. On all levels, I know what my sixth sense feels like. Also very good. That's going forward. Number 3. On all levels, it's safe for me to use my sixth sense. Also going forward, very good. So you test this for yourself and you see what beliefs have shifted for you. Because we're in theta healing, we very easily go into the subconscious and we change those beliefs around. And you will see that just by changing a few beliefs, a lot of things can shift in your life for the positive. It's extremely powerful technique. So if you guys are interested, like for the ones who haven't done theta healing yet, go and come onto a basic course, try it out yourself, because just 3 days of a basic course will change your life in a positive way. More information you can find on the website, www.fromheadtoheart.com. Okay, the 4th one is on all levels, I'm ready to use my sixth sense in my daily life. It's also a yes. And you test this for yourself. Is this also a yes for you? And then on any level, my sixth sense is dangerous. No, so my sixth sense is not dangerous for me anymore. So this is number 5. On any level, my sixth sense is dangerous. And then number 6, on any level, I will be killed for my using my sixth sense. So no. So you test all these beliefs for yourself and you see what comes out. So how is this working for you guys? Have your beliefs shifted? Put it in the chat for me. If your beliefs have shifted, if they're all cleared. So Tam, yes, very good. Sam, number 1 and number 4 cleared. Beatrice, yes, they cleared. Farah, yes, very good, Farah, even though you found your own belief. Brilliant. Tatiana, yes. Thomas, awesome. All shifted into the positive. Very good, very good. And does it matter if we call it intuition or sixth sense? Dana, you can call it whatever resonates with you. Some people prefer sixth sense, other people prefer intuition. So if you want to call it intuition, that's all fine. Marcel, yes, very good. Melanie, still a yes at the last question. Okay, that's fine. So sometimes it can happen that a belief doesn't shift fully. And what can be the reason is there could be something, how this belief is helping us. Might be because there's a huge fear there. So therefore, because we have fear, we won't go into that area of developing our sixth sense. And therefore, that fear is serving us in some way. So then what we need to do is this is what you learn in the Theta healing technique. It's called digging. We need to go into the subconscious and see why are we holding on to this belief? And then we can start clearing it. Tam all shifted, yes. Manzi, I had 2, 5, and 6. Now shifted, very good. Nancy was already right before, very good. You're open and ready for your sixth sense then. Manzi, thank you so much. Good. So Melanie, let me have a quick look because nobody else is having beliefs that didn't shift. Let me have a very quick look why this is. Okay. So Melanie, can the divine show you that you can use your sixth sense without losing your children? Anybody else who likes this download, just say yes. Okay. And can what I see is like, okay, if my sixth sense gets too developed, I will know exactly when my children are honest to me and when my children are dishonest to me. And I will call them out and that will create friction. So can the divine show you that you can know the truth without creating conflict? For anybody else wants this download, just say yes. Can the creator show you what it feels like to be loved by your children and to love your children? Good. Okay, so can this creator show you that you can use your sixth sense without being killed, without your children running away or walking away, without losing them? Good. Now you can test it again and see what it has done. Okay, for everybody else, what I'd like you to do is come up with a question that you'd like to have answered by your guides. By your guides or by your angels. Think about 1 or 2 questions that you'd like to have answered. Did this change for you, Melanie? Is it a no now? Yes, it's a no. Well done, Melanie. It's great. So this is what you can do with Theta healing, right? You learn how to scan somebody's energetic field and you see what's going on and what beliefs might be holding a person back. So it's pretty powerful and really cool. Okay, so what we are going to do next is we are actually gonna speak to our guides and to our angels and really use the sixth sense to get some of the answers. So let's have a look. There are multiple ways you can do that. So, okay, financial problems you want to have solved, Tam. Okay, you can do that. So what you're going to do is you're going to ask your guides and your angels what you need to do to resolve your financial problems. Good, good. Okay, so we're going to do a little meditation again. You can do this in different ways. Now, tonight I use a theta healing technique for it. If you're not a theta healer, you can still do this. And you can do this by answering a question that you have. You take a moment for yourself. You have your pen and paper with you. And you want to answer a question, such as, Tam, how do I resolve financial problems? So the first thing is to phrase it in a positive. That often helps. So how do I create financial abundance, for example? And then you can just sit, close your eyes, and wait for the answer. You will see that your guides will start speaking to you. Your angels will start speaking to you. And how do you know that? Because you might get a feeling. You might think, okay, I need to take this action. Or you might have an idea that at once pops into your head. And what I invite you is to do this without judging it. It's so important that we let go of our own judgment. So we will get answers. And the first answer you receive, if it's a feeling, it's a vibe, it's a thought, that's what you're going to write down. And tonight we're going to use a theta healing technique for that as well. But you can do this without the theta healing technique because your guide, your spiritual team is always there with you. And after we've done this exercise, I will reveal my secret, how I constantly speak to them, receive the messages without using the theta healing technique. So what we're going to do is you need to all have your question. What do you want to have answered? You can have one or multiple questions, what you'd like to have answered by your guides. Okay, so close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and draw energy again from the earth, through your legs, up through the top of your head. And then into a beautiful ball of light above your head. This beautiful ball of light is going to go high up into the sky. And then you're going to go past the universe, through layers and layers of light, through golden light, through a jelly-like substance, into the sparkling white light of the creator of all that is, into the divine energy. Good. Now it's gonna be, you're gonna make a little request. So divine energy or creator of all that is, it's requested to speak to my guides now. And let them answer the following question. And now you ask the question that you want to have answered in the highest and best way. Thank you. It's done. It's done. It's done. Show me. And now you move your energy back to your own crown chakra. And you observe by your body, a little bit behind your body, what is going on? What is the answer you're getting? And you're going to write that down. You're not going to doubt any of the answers. Whatever you receive, the first thought, the first vibe, the first feeling, that's what you're going to write down. And take a moment for that. It's okay if you don't receive something straight away. Take half a minute to get the answer. And then when you receive the answers, you can write it down on your piece of paper and you can also put it in the chat. Yeah. When you receive the answer, write it down on your piece of paper, put it in the chat, share it with us. It's really beautiful. Tonight is actually St. Patrick's Day. And I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there are a lot of bells, church bells in the background. And usually the divine always guides us through sounds, and like our angels and guides speak to us through sounds as well. And it's like the encouragement and the awareness, like, guys, this is an important moment. Allow yourself to receive the answer. Do this exercise. So if you don't receive an answer, say again, guides, what is the answer? What can I do to answer this question? So I quickly scan some of the answers. Let's have a look. So some of the answers that I received was like, trust us, we are your guides. Now your guides are able to look at it from a higher perspective. This is the view or the side you can see what's going on in your world. But actually your spiritual team that's always with you can look at it from a higher perspective. So sometimes your feelings don't make any sense, but because they see it from a higher perspective, they know how everything will fall into place when you trust your feelings, when you trust the vibes that they send you. So I really got a strong answer. Trust us, trust your vibes, trust your feelings. Let's have a look. So Tam, what did you get as an answer? Travel. I love to travel. A loving, loyal partner. A loving, loyal partner. Amazing. So what I see with you, Tam, is you're looking for a loving, loyal partner, but it's also for you to be a loving, loyal partner to your ex-partner and to your future partners. When you avoid creating conflict, the financial situation will get much more stable, because when you are loving to your ex-partner, then it will really encourage him to be loving back. Tatiana, raise the high vibes and be connected to the source, dropping the past matrix. Very good. Getting new perspectives, allowing those perspectives to come in. Tam, something strange happened. I thought of a specific person. I saw a crocodile, and when I said the best, one, the creator is sending. I saw a lake and grass. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to go up and ask your guide, what does this mean? What does this mean? What do I need to do? Melanie, I asked if I should sign to a B&B platform, business to business platform, and the answer was a big challenge, but a big change, a chance. Do it, jump. You picked it up very well from your guides. It's what I see with this is, yes, do it, but take it step by step. Don't put too much pressure on it at once. It's really step by step, every time a step closer. And then the kind of assignments that you will get in from clients will start small, but they will grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And because you do it step by step, you have the opportunity to let your team grow as well. Yeah, but it's a direction how you could really grow your business. You will get 2 more other really great ideas from your guides over the coming 2-3 days, which are also really good chances for you. That's what I hear. Okay. So who's next? Sam, I asked about a commitment to a part-time role. The response was, don't crumble under the burden, find balance and play fair. Yeah. What I see deep in your heart, you know the answer already. It's just about having that trust and having that faith to whatever, when you decide what your heart wants, then it will all work out for you. Does anybody else have any answers that they want to share? Any questions that they have? Thank you. I asked about doing training programs in English, and I could feel like I would have success. Beatrice. Yes, you will have success. What is really important, what I see, is to work on your self-worth. And actually, like what your guides are saying is, you need to do a couple of meditations whereby you see yourself succeeding. It's about this trust in yourself that you can do it, because you can, but it's about believing that you truly can. And once you do that, these things will will open up and fall into place for you. And you're a Theta healer, so do the belief work, change the beliefs that be holding you back. Once you do that, then the road, how it opens up, will be much easier without the struggle, without the constant fighting. Manzi, it was so wonderful. I had 2 questions. Hang on, there's too many chats. Where are you, Manzi? I had 2 questions. To heal to the society by becoming a successful healer. And second was when will I move into my own new home? Answers were, there is no hurdles. Just work towards it without being lazy. Susie, please, could you check? This is correct for me, please. To help the society, I think it is what you have in your question. Okay. What I see, Menti, is what I hear is you're already a successful healer. Allow yourself to get better and better and better. Practice makes perfect. And the other thing is, your house is waiting for you. It will open up at the right time. Sometimes things happen in a divine timing. And when the timing is right, it will open up and it will all fall into place. So instead of wanting it now, it's moving to this next level of trust. What happens when you trust and just know that the new place is already there and you trust it exactly at the right time? It will be there for you. Then you really, really grow into your next level of spirituality. Now we'll come to the questions, to the answers back in a little bit, because I will give everybody an answer who has a specific question here. I just wanted to talk a little bit about an opportunity that I'm offering. Now, for the ones who haven't done Theta Healing yet, I just highly recommend to do the Theta Healing Basic course, because it will change your life. It will just give new perspectives. It will change in ways you could have never believed. If you're interested, I'm running it in March next week, and there's one in June. Have a look at my website, and that's the best recommendation I can give you. But there's so many Theta healers here, and you've done already great work, spiritual work. And I actually would like to give you an opportunity to develop your sixth sense further. I'm going to do a training series. It's called the Sixth Sense Sessions. This was an introduction. There's so much more that we can do around this topic to really feel this guidance and really receive the messages from our spiritual team more clearly on our daily basis. Whenever we want, we can tap into it like that. Because when you can do that, it will make your life so much easier. Now, what are the advantages of becoming a sixth sense person or being a sixth sense person? You have significantly less stress. You're feeling guided, meaning you feel safe about the decisions you're making. Also, you can contribute much more to others because your spiritual team will create a balance, and being able to make beautiful contributions to others is just one of the things that will light you up. It always does for me. You will feel guided. You will dare to trust your feelings, to trust your vibes. And when you sense something, you will be having chats with angels and your guides. And like, brief example for me, for example, I wasn't planning to do this, but then Monday evening, I just got a vibe. I got this feeling, Susie, you need to do a masterclass. Usually I charge for the masterclasses. And I got a very strong message, do it for free. I was like, what's the topic? Your sixth sense, activating your sixth sense. I was like, oh, I've not really thought so much about it. It's a topic I love. I've been working a lot on in the last half a year to really hone into that. And my guys were like, you're ready. You can really add value here. So I just stepped into that. And instead of doubting it or questioning it, I took the action. That same evening, the page got live, did a little bit of promotion, and like you guys signed up and joined. And this is something like when you start really trusting your vibes and your ideas and the things that you sense, things will unfold for you. It doesn't have to take a long time. It's like this wind in the back, like almost guiding you and blowing you in the right direction, because that's what your spiritual team does for you when you're properly connected to it. That's how easy things can go. So in those 3 sessions, what we are doing, they're happening in May. And maybe Sam, you can put the link in the chat of where people can sign up for this. But they're happening in May, and we're doing 3 super cool sessions about really strengthening and developing your sixth sense further. Now, you don't need to, you don't have to be a Theta Healing practitioner. You don't have to have any certification. We can really do this for you. So I'm having a little offer for everybody who says, okay, I like this. It's going to be £35 if you sign up in the next 24 hours. Thereafter, the price will go up. I haven't marketed this. I wasn't planning on doing this. This is something that came up about 2 hours ago. I was just planning to do this session to give and contribute. And about 2 hours ago, an hour before the session, I went to my partner and I said, we need to offer 3 trainings. That's what I heard. And I want to give you this opportunity. So yeah, it's the 3rd of May, the 12th of May, and the 22nd of May. All the sessions will be recorded and you can watch them back later. £35 in the when you sign up within 24 hours. Thereafter, the price will go up and we will start actually marketing it probably later at the end of this month. So it's a little like extra thing for you guys. I want to give you a piece of like my little secret. How have I really strengthened this sixth sense muscle for myself? And then I come back to answer any questions that are in the chat that you guys put on. So one of the things that can really, really strengthen this muscle for you and how you can practice in a really easy way. So I've got this little booklet and I take it with me pretty much everywhere. And every time I have a vibe, every time I have a feeling or a message that I'm getting through, I'm writing it down in this little booklet. Now, what it does, the great opportunity it gives you is you are regularly sensing, you're regularly checking in, you're writing it down. It doesn't mean that you have to make decisions based on that. It doesn't mean that you have to do anything with it. What it means is you're writing down your vibe. So you're training to feel, you're training to sense. Whenever you sense, you write it down. And what you'll see within 1, 2, 3 weeks, your vibes will become much stronger. What you always also will see is that you wrote things down and they started happening. So what it will give you is it will give you confirmation on the vibes you felt. It's a very easy way to train this muscle of your sixth sense. And it's so powerful. Have this little notebook. You can do it on your phone if that works for you, whatever works for you, but just bring it with you in your handbag or in your pocket of your jacket. And whenever you have a vibe, write it down. And then what I do, if I have a vibe and the vibe said that I need to take an action, I put a little star in front of it. So then the next day or whenever I start my work day, I go through it and like, oh, what actions did I need to take? And then I take those actions. So it's that you have those ideas that are coming up and you're implementing them. It's not like the idea come up, I don't know how, so I throw it away and disregard it. I have a little idea. Let me just write it down in my little book, in my sixth sense book. And once you do that, it will really, really strengthen this muscle so quickly for you. And in 2 or 3 weeks' time, you're like, bloody hell, I didn't know this was so powerful. And then I'd love to hear from you again, because you're really gonna, when you implement this, it really lifts you up. Are there any questions in regards to this or anything else we've talked about tonight? going back to where we stopped before, we had Menzi and then Tam. So Tam, you said loving myself and loving my ex. Kindly explain. So whenever we send out the energy of hate, anger, anything like that, when we send that out, it's what we attract. Because what our thoughts focus on is what we attract in our life, because that's the energy we send out. When we send out unconditional love to other people, yourself, your ex, anybody else, you send out an unconditional love. That's the energy you attract back into your life. You might not get it from that person, but you will get it from somebody else. So whatever you send out is what you get back. Really, really important. Now, for example, what is happening in Ukraine and like at the moment is horrible and really horrible. And I'm sending love every day to everybody there. Calmness as well. But what I also do is I actually send love to Russia and to Putin and his team, because to be able to do something like this, they're in their head, they're not in their heart. And by sending unconditional love to people, you invite them to come back into their heart so they can make decisions from a place of love instead of from a place of fear, anger, hate, greed for power, anything like that. So it's really important whenever we want to change something and we shift the energy to unconditional love, we shift the energy that we're sending out, then it will also change the energy that's coming back to us. That's why it's really good to love yourself and send the love, unconditional love energy to your ex. You don't have to like people, but you can still love them. I hope that helped. Beatrice, it resonates a lot. It resonates with me a lot. Wonderful. And Dana, I asked how to attract more clients on my next workshop. The answer was to have constant stories on Instagram with this workshop until the event. Yeah, so Dana, what I see is don't put pressure on yourself and don't post for the sake of posting a story. What I see is your guides are telling you to be consistent. So when you're consistently out there, you're planting the seed by people. So once you gauge their interest, and then you contribute and add something else, and you add something else, and you add something else. And when you have added value to them multiple times in a positive way, they love to come to your workshop. So it's about this consistency, consistently showing up, being on the front of their mind with positive value add. And then you will see people will come to your workshops. Then it's the trust, and trust the divine that for whoever this will add value your workshop, they will come. And if that is one person, you will make sure this one person has an amazing experience. If it's 20 people, those 20 people will have an amazing experience. Be grateful for everybody who shows up, because then it will multiply and multiply and multiply. So stay with it, stick with it, be visible, and add value, and you will do amazing, Dana. You're so welcome, Beatrice. Yeah, Mansi, to be of help to society, exactly, yeah. With your healing skills, you're already at help. What I see is follow your intuition, be guided by your intuition. And whenever you feel like, oh, I need to help this person, or this person could really do with some help, don't directly go and help them, but you can give them a call and say, how are you doing? I felt intuitively guided to call you or catch up with you. How are you? And then if they ask for help, go and help them. A lot of the times when people don't ask for help and we start offering our help, it can also be misperceived, misinterpreted. It can be interpreted differently than maybe it's meant. So tell people what you can do. And if they like it and are open for it, then help them if they ask for it. But you will be of great help to your society. Okay. Sam, love it. And how positive you are. I love it that you're here. And it's like, I feel so grateful and blessed to serve you and to serve all of you here. Melanie, this is so encouraging to use the sixth sense now. Thank you, Susie, so much. Tatiana, thank you so much, dear Susie. Menzi, Susie, please can you explain how can we differentiate between your thoughts and your vibes to make sure that your mind is not cluttering it? Thanks. Very good question, Menzi. Okay, let's have a look. I will channel this information. Right. When you have vibes, it feels in alignment with you. It feels in alignment with your heart. It feels good. And a thought can be a vibe too. It can be an answer. An answer can come through your thoughts. But when you have something that comes up, you ask a question, you sit in silence, you allow your guides to tell you the answer, and things come up, it feels good. That's when you know that it's an answer from your spiritual team. When there is doubt, when there's uncertainty, there could be like an ego coming through, the survival self coming through, the different voices in your head that could be coming through and influence it. So it's really important that it feels like the answers that you're getting feel in alignment with who you are, with what you enjoy doing. They're positive answers. When the answers are negative, they're probably not coming from your spiritual team. It's probably the energy of fear coming through. Now, what's important is practice. And therefore, writing your vibes down in the little book will really, really help you, because the more you do it, the better you get at it. And if you just do it once, you probably get a good answer, but it's not guaranteed that it's super accurate. But when you do it constantly, every day you practice, your answers become more clear and clear and clear. And that's really important. People who have a very good sixth sense, it's great. But when you then start practicing it, it's like all this energy that's constantly helping you now gets channeled through the right ways, the right senses. And therefore the outcomes are far more accurate, and it will really help you. It makes everything much more easy. It's the same person about somebody has very good vibes, might have a great talent, but unless a person who has a great talent for a sport starts practicing it daily and has a good coach, so get some training, that's when they can become a professional in it, a pro. And that's what I'm really here to guide you and help you guys with that, if you would want that. And obviously follow your heart, your instincts, because then you know what's right for you. Good. So let's have a look for some more. Thomas, thank you so much. I'm excited for your program in May, but I'm excited for you to join too. Nancy, thank you. Susie, thank you so much, Nancy, for being here. Tam, I was already sending him love to him, in fact, to everyone. Thank you so much. You cleared it for me. Great. Dana, thank you. You're so welcome. Tom, I'm feeling I will be joining you soon in Theta Healing. I'd love to have you join. Good. Are there any other questions? Katja, thank you so much, lovely. Thank you so much, Katja, for being here. It touches my heart to have you and everybody else here on this call. I think that's it for tonight. That's it. So I'd love for you guys that you were here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it really added value, because that's why I do these sessions. I'm really here for you to really strengthen your sixth sense, your feeling, the trust in yourself, and to empower you so you can make your decisions in your life to grow, to feel right, to have fun and enjoy. And actually, one more tip that I'm now feeling like I need to share. If you feel like you need more rest than usual, it's completely normal. Take that rest. The more rest you take, the more successful you will be. Since I started doing the spiritual work, especially since I started teaching, I needed so much more rest. But whenever I keep going and don't listen to my feelings, the business goes down. Whenever I take more rest and even lay in bed, allow myself to have more days off, really take it easy, the business goes up, because it's that energy, that rest, those good vibes that you need in order to have your energy keep being kept high. So really important, trust yourself, Rest is not something that you are not putting enough in. Rest is actually one of the most important things to let yourself grow. Farah, thank you so much, Susie. Your energy is beautiful. Thank you so much, Farah, for being here. Thanks, Suze. That was a great Zoom from Marcel. Thanks for this night and for your guidance. You're so welcome, Dana. Well, thank you very much. And I'm looking forward to seeing you soon.